Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel of St. Wilfred College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Today's my topic is about research methodology. Okay, first we will need to know about what is research methodology. Okay, research methodology is a specific procedure or a technique which is used for identifying, to select, to process and analyze information about a topic. Okay, in a research paper, what happened? The methodology section allows reader to critically evaluate a study's overall validity and reliability. Okay, so in today's lecture, we are going to see about some basic concept of research methodology, in which we are going to see about print, after that primary sources, secondary sources, tertiary sources, journals and abstract. Okay, so let's start with the print. There are three main sources. These are primary, secondary and tertiary. So first we will know about what is sources. Sources are nothing but an information or evidence which are often categorized as a primary, secondary or tertiary material. The classification are based on originality of a material and proximity of a sources or origin. After that, this inform reader as to whether the author is reporting information that is first hand or in conveying the experience and opinions of others, which is considered as a second hand. After that, it determines the sources primary, secondary, tertiary can be tricky. After that, we are going to start with the primary sources. First, we will know about what is primary sources. It is nothing but a first hand authoritative account, or we can say that it is an first hand authoritative material, which is account of an event, topic, historical event, anything that contain original information. These sources are a record of events or evidence as they are first described or actually happen without any content. After that, it is information that's shown for the first time or original material on which other research is based. After that, what are the primary sources? Primary sources displays original thinking, report on a new discoveries or share fresh information. After that, first hand raw or original material that researchers study and analyze. It involves consulting historical documents, after that visuals, journals and letters, autobiographies, after that memories, government statistics and studies and speeches. After that, we will go for the examples of the primary sources. Example of primary sources are nothing but letters. After that, diaries, journal, autobiography, memories. After that, thesis, scholarly journals article. After that, eyewitness news. After that, reports, speeches, interviews, memos, personal narratives, diaries, creative work like plays, painting and song research article, practical record, notebook, first-hand research studies and surveys laws. These are nothing but an example for a primary sources. We will move further with the secondary sources. Secondary sources. First, we'll know about the secondary sources. Is it nothing but a second-hand account that interpret, analyze, criticize, and comes to a conclusion from a evaluating primary sources. These sources are often an analysis or a restatement of a primary sources. They often try to describe to explain primary sources. They tend to be work with which summarize, interpret, recognize, or otherwise provide an added value to a primary source. After that, secondary sources are less easily defined than primary sources. Generally, they are account written after the fact with the benefit of a hindsight. After that, they are interpretation and evaluation of a primary sources. After that, secondary sources are not evident, but rather commentary on and discussion of a evidence. However, what some define as a secondary sources, other define as a tertiary sources. Context is everything. After that, we will go for the examples of secondary sources. These are nothing but an bibliographies. After that, biographical works, commentaries, dictionaries, histories. After that, magazine and newspaper article, monographs, other than fictions and autography. After that, textbook, website. These are nothing but Example of a secondary sources. After that, we will move further with the tertiary sources. Tertiary sources is nothing but an information that compiled from multiple other sources. Its intent purpose is to repacking existing information to provide an overview on a topic. These are sources that index, abstract, organize, compile, or digest other sources. Some reference material and textbook are also considered as a tertiary sources. We will move further for the examples. These are nothing but news articles, almanacs, after that bibliographies or abstract, Wikipedia pages, encyclopedias, manuals, index, guidebooks, fact books, dictionaries. These are nothing but an example for the tertiary sources. After that, we will go for the advantages of the use of the primary sources. Why we need to use primary sources first? Primary sources provide us a window into the past. Okay, it is an unfiltered access to the record of artistic, social, scientific, and political thought and achievement during specific period under study produced by people who live during that period. This unique, often profoundly personal documents and object can give a very real sense of that it was like to be alive during the long past era. After that, there are some disadvantages for primary sources. Let's see which are the disadvantages. First one is a questions of a creator bias, purpose. After that, the point of view may challenge students' assumptions. Sometimes what happen, primary sources are often incomplete and have a little context. After that, student must use prior knowledge and work with multiple primary sources to find a pattern. In analysis of primary sources, what happens, students move from concrete observation and fact of questioning and making in, inferences about the material. After that, why we need to use secondary sources? We need to find out the advantages of using secondary sources. Secondary sources can provide us a analysis, synthesis, or evaluation of original information. Sometimes secondary sources are based for uncovering background or historical information about any topic and broadening your understanding of a topic by exposing you to the others. After that, it allows the reader to expert views of an event and often bring together multiple primary sources relevant to the subject matter. After that, there are some disadvantages for secondary sources also. Okay, let's see what are they. Their reliability and validity are open to question. After that, and often they do not provide that exact information. They do not represent first-hand knowledge of a subject or event. After that, there are countless books, journals, magazines, articles, and web pages that attempt to interpret the past and finding of a good secondary sources which can be issued. Okay, so these are the disadvantages for the secondary sources. Let's move further with our new topic, that is the journals. Okay, first, what is journals? Journals is nothing but an first we are going for the journal abbreviations. Okay, journal abbreviations are a common among journals in the sciences, since word and abbreviation used to journal title are from a variety of languages. After that, journal abbreviation can be sometimes be difficult to work with. Okay, let's see what is journals. A series, a serious magazine or newspaper that is published regularly about a particular subject. A journal, from the old French journal meaning what? It's daily. Okay, can refer to several things. In its original meaning, it referred to a daily record of activity. After that, but the term has evolved to mean any record of activity regardless of a time elapsed between entries, such as a diary. After that, a record of what happened over the course of a day or other period. Day book, also known as a general journals, a daily record of a financial transactions, logbook. After that, a record of events important to the operation of a vehicle. After that, transaction journals, chronological record of a data processing in publishing. It can also refer to the various periodicals or serials, such as academic journals. After that, a generic term referring to the academic and scholarly periodicals in general scientific journals. After that, we can go for the magazines, medicinal magazines, a generic catch-all term referring to the non-academic scholarly periodicals in journal. After that, trade magazines, literatures. After that, newspaper of a record, government gadgets. Okay, these are nothing but an examples of a journals. Okay, after that, this journal abbreviations resources on the web. Okay, for the science and medicine, there is University of Illinois at Urbana Champion University of a Library. They are providing a link for that. After that, classics, they are also provided a link for that. There are some publications who publish the journals, such as ACS publication. Okay, ACS publication is there, who publish about account of a chemical research, ACS catalysis. After that, ACS medicinal chemistry letters, biochemistry, bioconjugation chemistry, biomicromolecular or chemical reviews. After that, inorganic chemistry journal of American Chemical Society. After that, journal of agriculture and food chemistry, the journal of organic chemistry, the journal of physical chemistry. These are nothing but an publication of a ACS publication, who publishes these journals. After that, second publication is a RSC publication. It contains chemical communications. After that, chemical science, green chemistry. These are nothing but journals published by these RSC publications. After that, chemical society and reviews, inorganic chemistry frontiers. After that, medchem.com, new journal of chemistry, organic chemistry, polymer chemistry, RSC advanced. These are published journal by RSC publication. After that, there is another publication which is Ville VCH journals. In that, they have published a journals depending on the chem biochem chemistry. After that, Asian Journal of Organic Chemistry. These are their journals. After that, last journal was Science Direct journals. These are advanced in free radical biology. After that, Nature Chemistry, Nature Medicine, European Journal of Medical Chemistry, polyhedron, tetrahedron, asymmetry, tetrahedron letters. These are the journals of Science Direct journals. After that, we are going to see some example for a journal abbreviation. Okay, in that journal name is Account of Chemical Research, whose abbreviation is ACC Chem RES. After that, ACS Catalyst, ACS Catalyst. If you are able to see, here is one table in contain journal titles and journal abbreviation. First one is a Journal of American Chemical Society. Abbreviation is J.am.chem.soc. Okay. After that, Crystal Growth and Design. This is Crystal Growth DES. Dot. After that, ACS Nano. Journal abbreviation is ACS Nano. After that, Materials, Chemistry and Physics. Its abbreviation is matter.chem.phi. After that, scientific reports, its abbreviation is SCI.RREP. After that, applied catalysis, APPL.CATAL, CATAL. Dot. After that, nanotechnology, it will abbreviation will be a nanotechnology. There are so many journals name and journal abbreviations are available. Okay, these are some example from that. Okay, next topic is our abstract. Abstract is nothing. It is a coincide and a factual abstract is required. After that, what is abstract? An abstract is a very coincide statement of a major element of your research project. It states the purpose, method, and finding of your research project. An abstract is a condensed version of a scientific paper. Okay. After that, an abstract is a brief summary of a research article in which thesis will be there, reviews, conference processing, in-depth analysis of a particular subject, and it is often used to help the reader quickly ascertain the paper purpose. After that, when use an abstract always appear at the beginning of a manuscript or acting as the point of entry for any given academic paper or patent application. It is used in abstracting and indexing services for various academic disciplines are named are aimed at compiling body of a literature for the particular subject. After that, we will go for next, that is purpose of the abstract. Okay, first it provides an overview of the article. After that, it provides context for those who do read the articles. After that, used by journals to assign reviews. After that, used by abstracting and information services to index retrieve article. It helps to present complex information in clear and concise manner. After that, it helps you to read abstract more effectively. After that, it helps you to conduct research. It helps you to write abstract for future publication. It will help you to condense report information into short format. After that, there are some scientific abstract. Okay, that scientific abstract introduce journal article. After that, inform reader about the article content. After that, it helps readers decide whether not to read or read. Okay, overuse of conference program, abstract collection, and book chapters. After that, we are going for the characteristics of the abstract. Okay, these are some characteristics. First one is it is accurate. After that, coherent and readable. After that, it should be concise, specific, and selective. After that, it is self-contained and stand alone. It should complete and internally consistent. After that, no references, no tables or figures. After that, it should not contain few abbreviations. After that, conclusion should be based on the data info presented within the abstract. After that, we will go for the content of an abstract. Okay, so first one is a define purpose and scope of the study. That is a question. Okay, this is called as an introduction. After that, second one is a describe material and method to use. That called as a material and methods. Third one is a summarize the result, which contain a result part. After that, state the conclusion and the implications, called as a discussion purpose. Okay, after that, we will go for the types of abstract. There are 5 types of abstract. First one is a descriptive abstract. Second one is an indicative abstract, informative abstract, structural abstract, presentation, meeting, and poster abstract. Okay, in descriptive abstract, there will be indicate a scope of a finding. After that, contains little substantive information, emphasize the report itself, not in content, called as a PAP abstract. After that, indicative abstract, it contains state objective review, gives succinct summary of the data sources. Okay, informative abstract will give us information, and structural abstract will give us a background, introduction, objective, methods, result. Okay, thank you.